All right, this is a pretty weird angle, but very like casual today. Okay, so how are you guys? Welcome back to our channel. Sorry I haven't been posting these last few weeks. I know we did a big, massive change on our content, and then or on my content, and then I like left. Just busy with like travels and then just family things. So life, really, just life. However, I was recording content, so this is just me putting all that content together. We did a fun trip to like Jersey and Washington DC and all these different sites. So this is going to be like a montage, a bunch of different clips. I'm going to narrate the best I can so it makes sense. Naturally, there's going to be some clips I'm just not going to show because, you know, we went to a wedding and I don't know, I didn't get like well, I got this. I don't feel comfortable sometimes sharing like moments like that, like personal moments, if I didn't get the permission from the bride and groom. It's not like they'll be upset, but you know, it's like they didn't sign up to have this be a YouTube video. So I'll try to show like just little clippets of that, but that's pretty much most you're gonna get from that wedding. It was a really fun wedding. So the wedding we went to was an old college friend of my husband's, and I feel like we're really old when we say that, old college friend, but it's been a while since we've been in college. And he is Armenian, so it was a very Armenian wedding. They really honored their culture and their heritage during that wedding, so it was really cool. And like, oh my goodness, a lot of food. We did that, and then we went to Washington DC, and so that's it. Enjoy these clips. Second hotel room of this weekend. So we are now more in New Jersey. We finished with the rehearsal dinner. We're gonna watch some Netflix. Say hi, babe.
Oh, hi. I'm in my boxers, dude.
I know. Anyways, bye. Okay, so it is Saturday. It's the day of the rehearsal dinner. It's a rainy day in Jersey. And so before the rehearsal dinner, we just grabbed a bite to eat because we were quite hungry. We did a lot of just traveling earlier that morning. And yeah, we grabbed ourselves a cappuccino. And then the following day, Sunday, the wedding. This is us just driving to the ceremony. So it was a nice little drive to the church. I didn't put any clips in here of the actual ceremony because again, it's someone else's wedding. But this is the location for the reception, and I talk a little bit about it next. All right, so we are at the venue for the reception. We already took our car to valet, but we came down so we could take some more photos and then also did this video. But this place is called Legacy Castle. I don't really know the history of it, but it's gorgeous. It is a rainy day in Jersey, but this place looks amazing. They have to do tours because it said that it closes at 5, so I don't know like what it is. We'll Google it or something. There's Nick taking more photos. However, I would like to go inside because they have outdoors. So the following day, we had to return our rental car, and then we took a train into Manhattan. And then, so this is us just leaving the airport, and then we are going to see a few clips while we're in Manhattan. We were only in Manhattan for 2 hours. And then while we were there, we grabbed ourselves a bite to eat. Again, we were near Penn Station, so it was around there, and we had a wonderful lunch. We were like the only people in this restaurant, and they were really nice. I had a really good salad, and Nick had a really good sandwich, and it was a great bite to eat because we had about a 3-hour train ride ahead of us. And then we got on the train to Washington, DC. I was really excited to do this train ride because I'd never done something like this before. And then, oh, this is me taking a call for work while I'm on the train. And then we land in Washington, D.C. Come with me today. We are in Washington, D.C., and we are going to see a few sites. It is a little bit gloomy of a day. It is September, so I think we're just slowly getting into autumn. And yeah, look at this red brick. It's so cute. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we had one full day and one half day in Washington, D.C. So on our full day, we went to a few museums. We went to the American Indian Museum. So here's just a few clips of that of the museum. I was trying to do as much as I possibly can, but I didn't include all the clips. I love this museum because it really gave the perspective from the Native nations to from the European nations, and just really gives you a full scoop. It wasn't like one side versus the other. It was just basically history. And oh, I think this was the map of the relocation, the unfortunate relocation of a lot of the First Nations. All right. After that museum, we went into the National Gallery or Art Gallery, something like that. So I love a good art gallery. Unfortunately, like it was really beautiful, but unfortunately, a lot of the exhibits I wanted to see were under construction, and there were a lot of other museums in general that were just under construction. So it was a lot of just me walking around and taking in just like the sheer beauty of this museum and not really being able to appreciate a lot of the art just because a lot of the exhibits were under construction. But it was a really beautiful place. Sorry if I'm sniffling, still a little sick, but it was just so like grand. So I had a lot of Renaissance and Spanish art and Dutch art, especially from like 16, 17, 1800s. All right, and then we grabbed ourselves some coffee on the other side of town. I always like to look up like best coffee shops, and it took us to this one, which is called Greenberg or something like that. You'll see it next. And it was actually really good. And then we actually went home and took a nap. And then we went to this bookstore called Kramer's. You can watch more of it in another video. And then we ended our day with some really good Mexican food. On to day two. Day two, we saw the White House. And luckily, it was so much sunnier that day, like such more like beautiful weather. So we saw the White House from both sides, south and I want to say north lawn. And then we walked to the Lincoln Memorial. It is a good walk, but it's not like hard. We were just really crunched for time. So I did this lovely walk all the way to the Lincoln Memorial and with my very heavy backpack because I had to do work right after this call. If I didn't have to, or right after seeing these sites, if I didn't have to do work, I would have to carry my backpack. So I feel like I look like I'm working out, but I'm not. I just had to carry my laptop because right after this, I went to a bookstore and just did a quick call, a quick meeting. Sniffles, guys, they are real. So surprisingly, I don't know how they designed these steps. You would think it would be harder on the joints, but it was actually not that bad. And there was a lot of school field trips. But again, it was September, so that makes sense. And then just this is the view from the Lincoln Memorial, the other side, and that's the end of our trip. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was just a fun little vlog. I hope it makes sense. I haven't put it together, so I'm a little nervous because I'm doing this intro and outro, and I'm like, I don't know what these clips are going to look like. So I hope it does make sense to you guys. And that's it. See you guys around. Bye.